Menu narration set to 100.
Cowards, then it's gonna be quick. All your men have been to jail before. Whoa. And all the motherfuckers you run with, get done with, dumb quick. You go and poke the dog with some bum. They go to click 911 all over some dump. Ain't that something? It's remind me of club. 'Cause every time you come around, it's like, I just gotta get my. And I don't know who the you think you talking to, but I'm not him. Slim, so watch what you do, or you gon' find yourself next to someone else. And we all thought you loved yourself, but that couldn't have been the issue. Or maybe they just saying that now cause they miss you. Try to diss you. That's why you laying on your back, looking at the roof of the church. Preacher telling the truth and it hurts. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. Off the chain, I leave soft in the brain. Still want the fame, off the name. First of all, you ain't rap long enough to be with me. And you ain't strong enough. So whatever it is you they got type. It's like a soft fight. Dog is a dog, blood thicker than water. We done been through the mud and we quicker to slaughter. The bigger the order, the more we run out. When up in there, everybody come out. When the body burn out, sun in the sun out. I'ma keep out, running his mouth. I'ma lung out. Listen, yo, it's about to be. You know who gon' find you? Some old man fishing. Grandma wishing you the best, but it's hard to digest with the size of your chest. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. 1, 2, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. On my yo, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. On my big ball. Yo, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. On my yo, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. On my street people. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. Got y'all bouncing again. Bouncing again. Bouncing again. Man, that got you bouncing again. Bouncing again. Bouncing again. Got y'all bouncing again. Bouncing again. Bouncing again. Come on. Bouncing again. Bouncing again. Bouncing again. Y'all can do now.
We've been here so many times, and you still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. Coming up, we have a good one for you between the Buffalo Bills and the Dallas Cowboys. Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey after the kick. And off we go from Dallas. Return coming from the 6. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's first and 10. Allen setting up play action. Allen's cut along the left sideline. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They get 19 on that pickup. And the Bills have a first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already into enemy territory. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. It's Pacheco again. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Allen. Complete out to the right. Defense contains him. That's going to force fourth down as he's dropped for a loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the third down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
And he's there to make the fair catch right at the 10-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Offense to the line. Here we go. Here's the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. Works the sideline to the 30. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. Give him 25 on that play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late. This could have been much, much more exciting.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Throwing now out of the shotgun. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. They get 27 on the play. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
All set to go now from the 35. They go play action on first down. Taking a chance to the end zone. Somebody there, and he knocks it away. Couldn't connect for it all on that first down. So back to the drawing board they go for second. And I'm just going to assume, Brock, we're going to see a more aggressive defense here after the amount of points these guys gave up last week.
Yeah, that performance was not up to standard, but this looks a whole lot more like an attacking the pass. Not just playing the defense, but go knock the ball away.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
60 Bison.
Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. From the red zone on first. And this is caught. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yeah, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves it can stop it.
This return starts at the 5. Oh, he eats a hit to bring it into that, right near the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Finds him over the middle. And he'll work this one up to the 28. Knocked down by Savon Rebel.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
New set of downs from the 37. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Completed over the middle. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop it. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Buffalo 1st.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
A 1st down carry for Pacheco. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Play action now. Allen. Gets it through the middle. And he stopped almost immediately after that catch. He's down at the 30. It's a gain of 22. And the Bills have a 1st down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, our pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. There's a dive up the middle. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down.
Now, I know you can read the play right now, Kate. You know I'm smiling. Because that was a callback to the early days of football with fullbacks. Yes, fullbacks, not running backs. They were the one that led the ground game. He didn't stop at a yard or two. He ripped off a nice chunk for them right there.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. On the ground, first run for Ray Davis. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. So we're through one. It's the Cowboys out in front. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
About to begin the 2nd here. The Bills definitely thinking points. Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
In the huddle, here's 1st and goal. Allen looking to throw. Brought in. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Here's Allen. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
Extra point up and good for Bass. And the Bills tie this game 7-7. We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Return coming from the 14. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. First and 10 from the 32. Give now to the running back. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
Let's go now.
A handoff for Williams, running left. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
18 Cardinal, 18.
Setting him on the dive. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down, just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Here we go, Shaq. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
This time it's a passing play. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
They're working a couple yards past the line. Sent to the ground by Maxwell Hairston.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Bills bringing an extra DB out. 3rd down.
Come on, set. 70 Lions.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. He'll dump this one off to his running back. Complete. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
This one's caught. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Goal to go, they're passing. Escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. So they fire for the end zone on 1st down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on 2nd and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week. Continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
They'll try and punch it in. And the defense holds him at the 2, Brock. He can't get beyond the line. Still a couple yards short of that end zone.
When you get stuff like that on a 2nd down run, the focus kind of shifts from getting a 1st down to just giving your punter enough room to get the ball out.
Okay, ready?
So from the 2, they're running a 3 tight end look.
Shut up! Cowboy 80!
There's another for him. And he will not score. The defense gets him just before he can punch it in. Only 1 yard there. Back-to-back stops and decision time now on 4th and goal.
These are the moments, and these are the kind of calls, Kate, that this offensive coordinator makes his money. You just get, well, you get stuffed on a run, and now you got 4th and goal. What are you gonna do?
So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. This is a chip shot from the left hash. Aubrey puts it through, and that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Nicole Hardman now on the return. A little revenge from the coverage team there after they gave up a pretty nice run back.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action now with Allen. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys will take over as he reports his 1st interception of our season.
Allen's pass intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Down to about the 36-yard line. Tackle made by Cole Bishop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Let's go! At the 60! At the 60!
Off the gut they go with Williams. On the move into the red zone. And he did not get in. Finally stopped at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Such a magnificent run. Quick story time. My first NFL start. Ricky Waters does the same thing. Gets the ball inside and near that goal line. And I get in the huddle. Ricky says, give Ricky the ball. Time to give Ricky the ball. You pay off a running back after such a tremendous effort.
That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Let's go now. Rock all 80.
He gets it again. And he will not be denied a second time. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys grow their lead just before halftime. That was a great response, Brock. After they got driven backwards on first down, they go right back to the ground and score just one play later.
Yeah, and I think if you and I were in the huddle down there after that first down loss, I think we would have felt a whole bunch of pride. Give me another shot, and boy, did they deliver.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys make it a 10-point ball game. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Hardman with a return. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Now a design run. It's Allen. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Allen now on first down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Now Allen off the play action. This is complete to Dawson Knox. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Buying some time right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they face 2nd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out. It's a nickel set for the Cowboys on this 3rd down. They send a man in motion. Allen on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills make it a 1-score game before halftime. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Cowboys set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start after 35. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining.
18 Cardinals.
Airing it out to start this drive. It's his running back. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Might shift to the run here, 3rd and inches. Nice play, straight ahead. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Let's go now.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Now with 2 seconds left, we get the expected timeout from this offense. They're in great shape to get 3 here entering the half. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. Buffalo calls it 2nd timeout of the half. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. Aubrey puts it through, and that'll double their lead to 6. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here. 1st and 10. Starts with a run by Williams. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
Throwing it on 2nd down. This one's reeled in downfield by Ferguson. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. That goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Straight ahead with Williams. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Cowboy 80.
He'll look to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Hardman with a return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. Excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Davis. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Allen to throw. Caught on the comeback route. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. They get 27 on the play. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
First down, Bills.
Throwing here, Allen. All in left side. He's tackled there, so a nice start to a new set of downs, but let's see if they keep it. So let's examine this flag. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Allen setting up to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And he nearly gets him into the red zone as he's down at the 22. They get 22 out of that play. And the Bills have a 1st down. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
And not a bad play by any means. If there's room for more, and they know it.
It's a pick number 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. It's It's a designated keeper for Allen. And they're not going to give him an inch on this second down play. Good job containing that run right at the line.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. Fourth down. Here's Allen. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled, but not before he picks up that first down. But hang on, Brock. Hang on. They're going to have to survive that penalty flag first. The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. From the left hash, a 40-yard look. Bass's kick is good. And that makes things a little closer. It's now a 10-point game.
Incredible kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. To the left and wheeled in by Ferguson. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Eight yards to go, and let's see how they approach this second down. Rolling back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano.
The 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
There's no rush to my shut it down. Whatever I got your money up. Believe what I got, put money down. I'm betting the odds on all of us. I do it for all of my people down. If they don't everything that I love.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down.
Here we go. Alert, please.
Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
To the air now on 1st and 10. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
From the 40, here comes 2nd and 10. Williams on the carry. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Cowboys who have it with the lead, but the win not secure just yet. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. Here's a deep shot towards the end zone. And that's incomplete. He had the touchdown, but just couldn't finish off the catch, and a potential 6 points comes off the board. The intended target there was CeeDee Lamb. And now they're left with 4th and short.
Somebody gotta do it. Come on, put up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off.
Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. A 49-yarder in front of him here. Aubrey puts it through. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. Touchdown and field goals, not going to get it done anymore.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Back to the air, Allen. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And a solid gain there, Brock, of about 5. Takes him inside the 40-yard line.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Here's Allen. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
On 1st down, Allen finds him on the slant. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Caught just shy of the goal line. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills now within one score in the fourth. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Now Allen will lead his guys up to the line to go for two.
The Bills are lining up for a two-point
All right, they're going to throw for it. And the pass succeeds. A little momentum builder as they try to dig into this deficit. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for two. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well either.
And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
He lost that football. And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. He did him a solid by recovering that, but not helping them with the yards lost afterwards as this play finally comes to an end.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Well, they got the football back, Brock, but things don't look much better. It's 3rd and long.
Here we go, set. Viking 18.
3rd and long for him here. And that's going to fall incomplete on a look to his running back, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
So as they face 4th down, on comes Corey Bajorquez to kick. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. Along the right sideline, there's space. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take a 4th quarter lead. You gotta love when your special teamers say, take some time off offense. Your presence, that's not required at this moment. That guy took care of things himself with an electrifying return.
Yeah, find somebody who doesn't welcome some time off for more, Kate. They're more than happy to chill out on that sideline, offer some extra applause as that return team, well, it did more than its normal job.
So Allen lining the Bills up to go for 2.
The Bills are lining up for a two-point
Slot man in motion left. Allen looking to throw this. Oh, yikes. That 2-point try was headed the wrong way. Just about everything going wrong on that attempt. So after giving up the punt return score, Brock, let's see if they can answer on a different type of return. Turpin with a return. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy midfield to start this drive.
Cowboys take over.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level. They want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
19 times.
A throw here on first. Hauled in by Lamb, right side. Escapes the defender. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That one goes for 31 yards. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Williams now on 1st and 10. And he'll get about 4 yards as that brings up second down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Shut up. 70 Lions.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. And he's got it, it's in close. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Well, they've certainly got the field goal in their back pocket, but they're going to try for the touchdown first here and goal to go. They'll go play action on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down. Well, he certainly got some of them, Brock, with that play-action look, but just not enough to pay it off with 6.
Did well to sell it, didn't they, Kate?
Yeah.
But that's probably the one shot you get at play action. Likely going to simplify it here and just try to punch it in the end zone.
They give it to him up the middle. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3. I think they might have taken that first down for granted there, Brock, and now their punishment is they got to figure out 3rd down.
Yeah, a little bit of questioning, some mind games now, right?
Yeah.
Why didn't that work out? Can we trust to run it here on 3rd down? Not a gigantic call, but one that certainly creates a lot of confusion.
Go to him again, and he will not be denied a second time. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take a 4th quarter lead. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll work against the blitz. And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the 4th.
I always say about the NFL game, it's a game of matchups. And that time they get the matchup they want, and they go right to it. It's a risky call throwing it for 2. That risk pays off.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. On the handoff, here's Davis. Finds a little room there. He gets him about 3 yards. They're up to the 43.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Bills down by 7. Third and just 2 to go. They'll go again with Davis. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Deficit is 7, so they have to convert here on 4th down. Desperation time here. He connects downfield. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. Pacheco gets it from the gun. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. To throw. That's caught for the first. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. The Buffalo's going to call it 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Knocked away. That's going to be incomplete. Defender there just brings up 2nd down.
You know, I say this all the time. We get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was 1 hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
The clock has fallen into its final minutes. Here comes 2nd and 10. Setting up to pass. Finds him over the middle. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry up. He spikes it to stop the clock just before we reach that 40-second mark. Just over 40 seconds to play as they line up. 2nd and 10. This is a designed run for Allen. He hits the lane for about 7. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Now the Bills use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
3rd and just 2 to go. Now to throw. And he brings it in. Touchdown! And a big decision coming up for him now. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
They're lining up for 2. This is for the lead and potentially the win.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
He'll look to throw it. This is caught. Oh, he gets the 2 points, and with those, they've got the lead.
Cowboys 38. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Bass now to kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Back to throw. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's 1st down.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Gonna throw this from the gun. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Offense to the line for 1st down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he can't escape, Brock. They lose yards, but defensively, no timeouts left to stop the clock and take advantage.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
And with 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout. Everything now resting on this try from Brandon Aubrey. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. He has the distance, and it's on target. It's good! So it's a win for the Cowboys. And it took everybody at the end. First to set up that field goal, and then for him to go out and win it with that accurate kick. It wasn't a dominating win by any means, partner, but a great show of resiliency to fight back and steal it away. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Dallas.